Welcome to a September financial reset where I'm going to tell you everything we spent in August and show you what our budget looks like for September moving forward. I am so excited because we're in September. I am a fall girly, if you can't tell. I've already pulled out all of my fall sweaters and I'm just so excited. I feel like I come alive in the fall, mainly because I don't like really hot weather and I like to go outside a lot with my son. So fall is like that nice, crisp, like 60, 70 degree day where you can put a light jacket on if you want to, and the day is still enjoyable and you're not just like sweating your butt off. So that's why I love fall the most, but I also really enjoy pumpkin flavored things. I love to decorate for the fall, and I like Halloween. My son, we've already got his Halloween costume. I bought it back in June because I really like to get costumes when they're on sale, and I got like kind of a decent one that was kind of expensive this year. So yeah, I just tried to get them early so that we are prepared and we get them on sale. And so yeah, let's go ahead and get into August. We're gonna close out August today. It is the 29th. We're gonna have to get gas, but to get us to and from a wedding this weekend. Other than that though, I don't believe we have to spend anything. So we will just try to keep it as low spend as possible this weekend, but I am doing a what I spent in a long weekend video. I've already been filming it today, so I will have that up, and then I'll include like whatever we spend between now and the end of the weekend on the 31st so that you guys can see where we're at. We overspent a lot in August. Yeah, we kind of went a little crazy. So it didn't help that we made a lot of money from the other house, and so then we just kind of got into a mode where we were like, let's grab this up, we need these things, I got some things to do as like hobbies here at the house because I'm getting kind of bored not spending a lot of money. So I was like, I want to try to figure out something that I could do here at the house that will kind of keep me occupied, and so I picked up some stuff for coloring, like the adult coloring books. My son likes to color as well, and I just kind of picked up puzzles and things like that just to keep me kind of occupied here at the house, because when you do like low spend or no spend, it can be kind of boring, to be honest with you. So I did pick up some of those. My husband, he went ham on eating out. I mean, not like a ton, but like he definitely ate out a lot for dinners and stuff, and I did too. And then so on the day that we sold the house, we did go out, my husband and I, we went to a really nice fancy restaurant just to kind of treat ourselves for everything that we had been going through with the house and whatnot. And yeah, it was our plan from the get-go that we would go out for a really nice dinner when we sold that house. So we did that dinner alone, we spent $215 at that restaurant. And then we did go to an air show that was here, like it's a plane, obviously airplane show, where there's the military there and everything. We went there and we had a friend with us. So I just had to change my SD card really quickly because it was full, so it was not filming anymore. So we took a friend with us to the air show. He had been kind of helping my husband with some stuff here at the house. So we had him, and then my dad wanted to go as well with us. So they just hopped in our car and went with us. So when we got there, we were like, that's fine, we'll just pay for everyone else. Like my dad, I'm fine to pay for him. And then our friend who was helping us, like we were like more than happy to pay for him. He did end up giving us some cash though. At the air show, at the main entrance to get in, we spent $254.99. For me, my husband, our friend, and my dad. That was to get us in, plus our car for parking. Our son was with us, he's 3, and he was free. So $254.99. But that's all right. It was in a fun little time that my son absolutely loved seeing the planes and all of that. So we did also get some food there for $25.41. So we had some kind of expenses that we were not expecting. So between that expensive restaurant and obviously the air show, that was expensive. We also had a charge for, because we were selling the house, basically what ended up happening was, it's a very long story, but our air conditioning unit at the other house ended up going out before the sale, like the close happened. So we had to front the money for the air conditioning unit. So we had to pay a technician for that. And that was, we escrowed some of the money to be able to pay for it out of what we made on the house to pay for it, but we had to pay a technician to come out. So we also had to pay, it was like $200 and some odd dollars to a technician to come out and do a fix on that, or not a fix, but like to do an inspection basically on the unit to see what was wrong with it and why it wasn't working. So we had some unexpected things that came out. Oh, $204.73 was for the HVAC. So some definite unexpected things, as well as eating out. Our eating out budget, we basically like doubled what we were planning on eating out for. And that was, when I originally did the August budget with me, I set aside, I had $80 in cash spending and it was $180 in eating out, or $100 in eating out, I can't remember. But I ended up moving money into our eating out category because we didn't even take out cash. And even then, we still, it's insane how much money we spent on eating out this week or this month. But we did have that really expensive restaurant in there as well. So kind of give or take. But our expected income was $9,287 for the month of August. It's a little skewed here because I am counting the $60,000 so that we got from the house, the sale of the house. But expected income was, like I said, $9,287. Our actual income was $9,953.84. But then I added the $60,000 in that because technically that was income to us. So I have our actual income for August at $69,953.84. Budgeted living expenses, we had always had that at $7,400. I knew in August, if you watch my August financial reset video, I knew that we were going to be spending a lot of money this month because we had some family things happening. We have the wedding that we're going to. I just kind of, I knew that like if the house sold, we were going to go out to eat to that expensive restaurant. I just kind of knew and was planning for some things. We also had like an extra $150 for Sam's Club, but we didn't even go to Sam's Club. We just ended up spending a lot of money at the grocery store. So yeah, this month I'm just kind of looking at it and I'm like, okay, we need to get it together for September. I know that we got that extra money and that it kind of like gave us some free reign to be able to buy some stuff, but like we got goals here that we need to follow and we got to bring it back in. So overall, the budgeted amount that I had set was $8,142.07. We ended up spending $8,931.54. So we are over budget, $789.47. Keep in mind, let's see here. Basically, I'm pretty sure that $789.47 could all be brought down to the HVAC technician that we had to pay, the eating out at that expensive restaurant, which was $215.90, and then the air show, which was to $54.99 and $25.41. That would mean if we didn't have those three expenses right there, we would have only overspent by $88.44. But such is life. We got to enjoy some things like the air show and having a nice dinner, and now we can just move forward and move past all that. My husband and I were talking the other day. We were like, we need to kind of slow down on our spending. And my husband was like, yeah, I noticed that too. Like, it's kind of, it feels like we're spending a lot, and it's because we are. This month too, we also had the Amazon Prime yearly subscription that came out. We bought king size sheet sets, and then I made, and my husband, collectively $507 worth of Amazon purchases this month. So that, I mean, that's included in our total like amount spent. But the Amazon purchases were things like, I can pull up my Amazon card here. Like I said, I bought some stuff for coloring and whatnot here, just kind of hobby things and some puzzles and some craft supplies and Play-Doh for my son and I. That was just because we need some things to do around the house. That way we're not trying to like go out and spend a lot of money. We're just kind of doing things here at the house. So I did buy some of that. We got toilet paper, we got paper towels. I had to buy quite a bit of underwear for my son. We got bubble bath, pain reliever, like Tylenol, deodorant, body soap, dishwash rinse, like Rinse Aid, Lysol disinfecting wipes, you know, just like I got a electric razor on Amazon. We got our son some of the Montessori like tracing, they're like wood tracing, little like, I don't even know what to describe them as, like almost like a cutting board, but he can like trace on them. That was recommended to us from the school because he's 3, but I guess they're working on him tracing. I don't like tracing his numbers and his letters and shapes and that. So we got him some of those. We got some towels. We got freezer gallon Ziploc bags and sandwich Ziploc bags. Body wash and shampoo for my son. I got some rice on there, and then I got some micellar water, like Garnier micellar water for my face. So, I mean, all that kind of stuff adds up, and eventually, and then we got a gift of, our son had a birthday party that he needed to go to, so we got a gift for the birthday party that we were going to. So yeah, ended up spending $507.98 on Amazon this month. So that will be paid off. We just put it on the Amazon card and then we just pay it off in full. And then, yeah. So the spending, kind of rough, kind of sucks, not gonna lie. Bills, we ended up spending $5,377.06 of the $5,702.07. That means that we are under budget on our bills by $325. The reason for that is because I need to go in. Our city made it impossible. They got a new like billing or like online portal basically. They didn't tell anyone about it, and then they just sent everyone emails that they canceled the recurring like automatic payments. They ended up just canceling those, and that's how you basically found out that they had a new like bill like online processing. So you have to go online to that to get the to get into the new one, but you have to have your account number, which is now a new account number, and you have to wait until a bill comes in the mail to give you your account number. So you don't have your account number until the bill comes. My point of being is that I had to pay $145 for our like gas, or not gas, our trash and that like it's like trash and sewer, and I can't pay it until I get something in the mail. But I also am almost positive that I signed up for like paperless, so I don't even know if I'll get something in the mail for it. If I don't, I'll have to call next week and just ask them for my account number. Maybe they'll have it. But because I got that email, I imagine they're inundated with calls. So I'm just going to kind of give it a moment, and we've already spent enough money this month anyways. So I will pay it, but obviously I need to just figure out that situation. For groceries, I had $900 set aside for this, so we had $750 originally, and then we added $150. The $150 was going to be a Sam's Club run, but we ended up just using it in groceries in general. And then we somehow ended up blowing that, and we spent $1,178.93 at the grocery store. I bought some like more decent like food items and stuff, but my husband did keep going there and he would go and get like their Chinese food or steak dinners or something like that. I just kept adding those, so technically they're probably supposed to be in the eating out category. We blew our eating out category. It absolutely insane. And so yeah, I don't know. I'm shocked by the fact that we blew both our eating out category and our grocery category in the same month. Like somehow we just spent way more money on groceries and way more money in eating out. But like you would think that if you ate out more, you wouldn't have as many groceries, or if you got more groceries, you wouldn't eat out more. Apparently not. So that is that. Also, because we've been going on the boat, I have been buying more groceries than normal to go on the boat. That's kind of an issue, and I need to navigate that a little bit better. Even though like people are all bringing food for the boat, I just kind of need to figure out how we're going to do our budget for groceries when we're going out with like friends and hanging out and stuff and buying food for like everyone. So we'll just kind of see with that. Household fund, I had $450 for this, again, because I knew it was going to be a huge month. We ended up spending $594.48. To be honest, I think the Amazon purchases, yeah, it was the Amazon purchases that did that one in, and then I got the wedding gift and the like friend's gift and everything. We didn't spend anything for my son, even though we kind of technically did through Amazon, but I figure it was a wash anyways, so I just didn't break anything down into his category. For gas, so far we have spent $103.99. That is because, that's a lot actually. Oh wait, I totally read that wrong. Okay, for gas, we ended up spending $46.01, and I have allotted $150 for that. We are going to use some of this gas fund this weekend as well because of us driving to the wedding and then driving back. So, sorry, I didn't realize. And so we will use up some more gas to go there, like some more money for that. For fun, we have spent $75.96 of the $40 that we had budgeted. This is because we got ice cream a couple times and my husband went and got more of the movie theater popcorn. So for pets, we did not end up spending anything. She had enough food, and we had our Menards rebates. I know I say that all the time, but we use our Menards rebates that my husband gets to buy her food and anything else that she wants. She got treats and she got a big toy, and so she is happy. Subscriptions, we have spent $133.05 of the $120. Subscriptions make my head spin because of how much they change. Like how I feel like every month some subscription is like increasing its price on us. This month it was Microsoft that increased their prices on us. I have like a Dropbox and that through Microsoft. For my husband's gas station runs, he spent $166.05 of the $120 that he had budgeted, so he went over $46.05. For his lunches, he went over $17.54. at $167.54 compared to what we budgeted at $150. Here's the eating out category. It makes me sick looking back on it. We spent $464.56 eating out this month, and we budgeted $230 for that. Yeah, there's not much else to say about that. In September, my goal is to not eat out, like barely. Like, I would love to see in September us only get something out to eat twice for dinner. Like, every other time I want to eat at home for dinner. So that is my plan. My husband might have other plans, and that's why you'll see in my budget here for September that I do give us some money, because my husband lives in this household too, and he can spend if he wants to. And he is less likely to stay on track of an eating out budget. I was eating at home, and then he would like grab something for himself on the way home because he worked late. So I feel like it's the really expensive like one-off restaurants that we went to or like got takeout from, and then it's the like, because my husband was working late and my son and I had already eaten for the night at home, it just kind of piled on. Cash spending was zero across the board because I took that money out of there. We did not take any cash out. Miscellaneous spending. This is the category where everything kind of got thrown under here. So we budgeted $200 for that. We spent $727.90. So that means we were over $527.90. This is where we are over in total. We're over $789.47, and it's a lot. It's a lot. One thing I will say though is that our only saving grace is the fact that we sold the other house. So our income was $69,953.84, which means that we ended up putting away in savings $51,022.30. This is the $51,000, I should say, is because we also subtracted off, I paid $10,000 to my student loans. So $69,953, we spent $8,931.54. We also made a $10,000 payment to my student loans, which means we saved $51,022.30. Moving on from August, I am going to start recording here so that you guys can see what my September budget looks like. So for September, things are looking a lot nicer because we don't have that other house payment anymore. So our bills category is down to $4,484.73. We have budgeted for groceries $750. I have $100 for our TP fund. We have $75 budgeted for our son's fund, so we'll take some money out of that for his savings, and then money for crafts or a toy or something. I don't know. We'll just kind of see. He has so many toys that I feel like maybe we'll use this category for like, actually, he has enough toys, so I will be getting clothes for him with this money. For gas, we have $50 set aside for that. We have $40 for fun. We have $60 for pets. My dog is probably going to need food, so we've got $60 set aside for her. Like I said, the food is $90, but we have those rebates. I feel like I keep saying that, but we do. $135 for subscriptions. So for the time being, I'm gonna have to figure out, at this point, the subscriptions are probably, something's probably going to go up in price between now and then, and it's probably gonna be $150. I don't know. Subscriptions are the death of me. My husband's gas stations, we have $120 set aside for that, and his lunches, he has $150. He said that it is a very busy month for him in September, like almost to where he was like, just kind of eat on your own. And so I increased this a little bit so that he has plenty of money to get lunches and snacks and that. Eating out, I have $150. Like I said, I would love for us to only eat out for dinner twice this month, but realistically, I can imagine my husband will not be down for that. He will want to eat out more. I have $50 set aside for unexpected, $50 for miscellaneous spending, and then I gave myself $80 for holiday spending. That is because I absolutely love the fall and Halloween, and I like to kind of purchase some things if I can. So I know that eventually I'll see something at a store that I will really want for the fall or for Halloween decorations. And so that's kind of why I set aside some Halloween money for that, or some holiday money for that. And then I'll give myself some holiday money in October as well. If all goes as planned, we should hopefully stay in a budget of $6,294.73. We do have left budget of $5.27, so we have an extra $5 if we want to spend it. Expected income is right around $9,000 for September. And then I have extra payments to student loans of $2,000. If that is true, to where we have $9,000 income, and we only end up spending $6,300, I believe I'll use all of it to make a payment towards my student loans, but we will kind of see. If that's the case, it could be upwards of $2,787 that we put towards the student loans, but I'm just gonna kind of wait and see how that goes. So the plan is to get our stuff back together and not overspend in September. But no, there are no buts. We are not overspending in September. I can't believe how much we overspent in August. Like I don't even want it to be like, I know that we got that extra money, and unfortunately I feel like we were just kind of like, oh, we're free for a moment. Like, we can't do that. We simply cannot do that, because then you lose track of the progress that you're on. And so I'm still really happy that we have the budget and that we are trying to keep track, like keep on it as much as we can. But like I said, those three like really expensive extra things are really what like blew the budget overall. So that's all right. I don't know. It's okay. It's not okay. You get the point. But September will be good. We will be back on track, lucky, and also I get $80 to spend for some holiday decor. So I'm really excited. Maybe I'll take you guys shopping with me. Maybe I'll do a short where I go holiday shopping and I try to stick to an $80 or under budget. Well, I will stick to an $80 or under budget, but maybe like a $50 budget for holiday shopping if you guys would like to see that. So that is where I'm at, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for being here. As always, thank you for subscribing and sticking around. Everyone who comments, I love to respond to you. So I will see you all in my next video.